Well, hi there and welcome. I'm so glad you've joined me in my kitchen today. I'm Kareth, the freeze-dried foodie, and on my channel, I like to open up cans of freeze-dried food and use them both for everyday cooking and for long-term storage. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you've come to the right place. This recipe for cheesy egg and sausage bites is based on my mom's recipe for breakfast casserole. Now, I've tweaked it a little bit for using freeze-dried ingredients, and I've added some veggies to it here. I will include the full recipe in the video description box below. The main stars of this recipe are the sausage crumbles, the eggs, and the cheese. The supporting cast is the milk, butter, and sour cream powder. Those will give these egg bites the right texture and improve the base flavor. That and along with the seasonings. And all the rest of these ingredients are just extras. You can put as few or as many as you like in this. I've added some spice with the green chilies, some sweetness with the red bell peppers and the tomatoes, some kind of earthy umami notes with the mushrooms. The onions will round out the flavor, give you some savory notes. And the broccoli, it's just a bonus veg. I think it's lovely in here, but you can definitely customize this to fit your family's preferences. You can think of these bites as maybe mini crustless quiches and then go for it. Now, I was trying to keep this low carb, but if you don't mind the carbs, you could definitely add some of our potato dices to this as well. I think that would be delicious. Now, I completely filled up this quart jar with my extras, but these breakfast bites are good no matter what because our eggs and sausage and cheese are terrific. So if you start there, you're going to have a winner of a recipe on your hands. Once you've added as many extras as you like, I suggest adding an oxygen absorber to your jar. This will help it stay fresh for a long time on your pantry shelf. So the idea here is to try out this recipe, and if you like it, assemble several of these jars at once. That way you'll have these ready to go whenever you need them. And they make great gifts too, perfect for sharing. Now, while I was shooting my photos, something magical happened. I caught some movement out of the corner of my eye, and it was these precious twin fawns that were in my front yard. Y'all, they were so tiny and so stinking cute. Just look at those spots. Oh my goodness. So we live in a suburb of a big city, and I just don't see many deer in my front yard. So this was such a treat for me. They were just right there. And then I looked out a minute later and Mama was with them, and that's Daddy over across the street. So I had the whole family stop by for a visit during filming. Our neighborhood is surrounded by some woods, so I'm sure that's where they live. But y'all, I felt so blessed to see these precious creatures. It definitely made my day. Okay, let's cook. Now these take about half an hour from the jar to the table, but you hardly have to do any work at all. Remove that oxygen absorber, empty the contents of the jar into a medium-sized bowl, and then add 2 cups of water. Give it a really good stir to hydrate those ingredients. Remember, they're freeze-dried ingredients, so they're completely dry, and you have to add the water back in there when you cook them. And just let that sit and hang out for a while you preheat your oven. That time just sitting will help refresh all those ingredients and helps to soften them up. After about 10 minutes, you can fill your prepared muffin tin. And I got a dozen egg bites here. and then bake them at 350 Fahrenheit for about 17 to 20 minutes. I think mine baked for 19 minutes. Now they puff up just like fresh eggs would when you bake them, and then they'll sink down as they cool. A serving is probably 2 to 3 egg bites per person, depending on who you're feeding and how hungry they are. I ate 2.5. My daughter only ate 1. So what do I know? But don't they look wonderful? They were so good. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Thrive Life freeze-dried foods you see featured in my videos, I'll include my shopping link in the video description box. I call this food groceries for now or groceries for later. Most of the food has a 25-year shelf life, making it ideal for long-term storage. And it's also good for an entire year on the shelf after opening, making it perfect for everyday cooking to cut down on spoilage and food waste. That's how we have saved money since we started cooking with Thrive Life. They say the most expensive food you buy is the food you throw away. How true is that? Well, thanks for joining me today. Well, y'all have a blessed day, and until next time, take care and keep thriving.